So over the last few years, the real estate market here in Maine in particular has been, a lot of ups and downs, and if you're one of these that is like really wants to buy a home here in Maine, you're just not sure when, maybe you've been scouring listings, checking everything out as far as market trends, the whole 9 yards. It's tricky out there to figure out when is the right time. So today we're going to talk about maybe 2025 is the right time. We're going to help guide through that mess. If you are watching this, again, you've probably done a ton of homework. You probably know more about the real estate market than some real estate professionals, and that's great. That's saying a lot about you. But let's dive in and help you make that decision to jump in. We pull a lot of data from a service called Keeping Current Matters. So when you hear me talk about numbers and all that kind of stuff, it's a great service that we use that keeps an eye on a lot of things and all sorts of stuff coming from a lot of different places. And Keeping Current Matters kind of helps us as real estate professionals kind of look at it all in like a nice, easy to understand packet. First thing that we want to chat about is like, what are we seeing or what are they saying about interest rates in 2025? So as of right now, 30-year fixed rate is, hovering right around in the mid sixes with a 15-year, maybe in the high fives. Actually, that's not all that bad, but I know a lot of people out there are like, when are they going to come down low? I don't know if they're going to go back down to like that 3%. I don't think they will. That was historic. 6.5 actually isn't all that bad. Inventory, the number of homes for sale in Maine has increased with a 5.39% rise in September compared to the previous year. So we're seeing more inventory out there. And us as professionals on the ground here, we are definitely see that. More houses on the market, houses maybe sitting a little bit longer than the 3 days it took to sell like 3 years ago. Seasonal tips, spring and fall are prime times to buy in Maine, offering, a good balance between inventory and competition. Those are usually like the hot times of year, but keep your eyes out at all times because sometimes in the winter, house hits the market. It's a great house. There might not be as much inventory, so you do want to be prepared to jump on that. Think of buying a home in 2025 like lobster fishing. Timing and patience are key. Get that lobster. Oh wait, they come out of traps. All right, guys, so first thing I want to say before we move on is thank you so much for watching. But, a small percentage of you are actually subscribed to our channel. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell so you get notified. We put out an episode every week. We talk about cool things in Maine, real estate in Maine. It's awesome. It's funny. And if you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. But do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, and we really appreciate it. So, as we go through a lot of this data and you guys are listening to me, some of you might be thinking like, what the heck am I listening to this guy for? It's a valid question. My name is Doug Shelf. I'm a real estate broker here in the state of Maine. I have a team. We're called the Make Maine Your Home team, hence the YouTube channel name. We're at Remax Oceanside in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. I've been doing real estate since 2011. Before that, I was in like the construction and remodeling world. So I know houses very well. We have a team of 4 of us. We're very productive. We sell a lot of homes here in the state of Maine. So we're really in tune to not only like this national data that we're going to give you, or like state data, but hyper local. We know our areas extremely well. So if you do have any questions or anything, please comment below. We'd love to interact with you. We love talking about this kind of stuff. And a quick tagline reminder, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. You can do it with us. So here's a couple of points on why 2025 might be your year to jump in the real estate. So rising rents versus buying. Renting in Maine is not getting any cheaper. Maine was unaffordable to 79% of households across the state last year. Rents are just through the roof. Tax advantages. When you own a home, there's a lot of tax advantages out there when you own it. You got mortgage interest that you can write off. There's a lot of different things. I don't want to give too much advice around there. Talk to your accountant about it. There are a lot of tax advantages to owning a home and owning a property. Lifestyle changes. With remote work becoming more common, Maine's serene environment is perfect for balancing work and relaxation. And why not have a place that's yours, not paying rent? Plus, owning your own home might improve your chances of perfecting that clam chowder recipe. So I got some tips for you people out there that are some overthinkers. You really like to analyze things. You really got to have everything kind of in a row. I applaud you guys because there's nothing wrong with analyzing things. But sometimes you can kind of get in that paralysis where it's like, I call it buyer analysis paralysis, where it's just like, kind of like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to try to give you some tips here to help you out with that. So first off, run the numbers. Utilize things like rent versus buy calculators to see what your purchasing power is. Be prepared. Don't overshoot either. Explore assistance programs. See what's out there. If you're a first-time home buyer, check those things out. Maine Housing, we've done videos on that. They offer some great down payment assistance, other great advantages and benefits to first-time home buyers. So check those things out. It'll help you feel more comfortable about what you're doing. So set realistic goals. Find a home that fits in your budget, something that you're comfortable with and fits your needs. Don't be looking at $1 million houses if your budget's 500. And actually, don't even be looking at if 600,000 is stretching you, don't necessarily go out and look at those things. The market can still be pretty hot in some areas. So if you're looking at the top end of your budget, competition could come in and beat you out, and it just ends up creating a lot of frustration. And then you're going to go back down that rabbit hole of over-analysis. You got to remember, even the longest journey starts with that single step. So just make sure you're moving forward in what you're doing. That's probably the best advice I can do, is just get out there and let's make this dream a reality. So if you're ready to explore buying a home here in Maine, reach out to us, comment below. All of our contact information is in the description as well. We respond very quickly. Or don't. Continue to research for another decade. I'll still be here. My team will still be here. We're happy to help whenever you're ready. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Hey, come here. Hey, YouTube thinks you're going to like one of these videos. So click on it and let me know what you think. And remember, come back again soon, because we do a video every Friday.